Alright, motherfuckers, you want to get good? Listen to my wisdom. So, basically, I'm just going to tell you guys how I got to Masters and what it takes and that kind of shit to be a good player and all that good stuff. So, basically, the first thing you're going to want to do is, regardless of what anyone tells you, is you want to get good. You want to get your mechanics pristine. You want your mechanics perfect. And the only way to do that is just to work your ass off and play a lot of Starcraft. I'm talking a lot. A lot. Because you're not just going to wake up and have, Jadong Mutamicro, like, you have to fucking play a ton. A ton. Yeah, and so basically, if you don't know, mechanics it's basically how well you play the game. Aside from strategy, it's pretty much, if you're making workers, it's pretty much like how well you play StarCraft with no strategy. Mechanics and strategy are two different things. And so basically, you're going to want to get your mechanics really good before you even think about strategy. You want to take a really basic ass build. Like, I don't know, like, if you're, Zerg, like a 14-14 Baneling bust. Or, Protoss, like, I don't know, 4-gate, Terran, I don't know, like a 3-racks all in, or something really simple, and I would say cheesy, honestly. Just so you get, so you can kind of feel, all around the game, in the early game, get comfortable with the game. And then once you get better with your mechanics, you can start winning at later stages in the game where you're more comfortable with your mechanics. You can you can macro macro and micro effectively for 14-15 minutes, mid game, early late game kind of shit, and actually win at later tech phases. But basically, you're going to want to work on your mechanics until they're really, really damn good. And then once your mechanics are good, you can start making your build more complicated, adding an expansion, Zerg, macro hatch, more queens, spreading creep, that kind of stuff. And then you can, start throwing, start scouting and, learning more about like what they're doing and how to become a better player that way. But yeah, and then another thing that's really nice, I mean, once you feel comfortable with your mechanics, is watching pro gamers and, GSL, Gom.tv, go check that out. That's really cool. Like seeing Koreans play, it's, really good casters, Tasteless and Artosis and a lot of other good people, and yeah, and MLG, and support esports as much as you can. But basically, you're gonna wanna just watch these streams and like go to twitch.tv or justin.tv and like go to the StarCraft section and just look for people that play your race. It doesn't matter if they're pros or not. Like, just look for like people in Masters League, who have good mechanics and are having fun, and then just learn from them, because literally better players, if you watch them play, they're literally like StarCraft textbooks. Like, you go to school, and you learn from your teachers and shit, and the reason why your teachers are there is so you don't have to go through all the trial and error to learn something. The teachers are there to kind of fucking, help you out the most they can. So basically, the, people who you watch stream and that kind of shit are kind of like textbooks or teachers, if you will. And yeah, I mean, you just watch them. I mean, I've improved my play a lot purely by just watching my favorite streamers like Destiny and Day9 and Root Cats. Pretty much everyone in Root. I like Root a lot. I like EG a lot. Day9 watches dailies. He's really good at what he does, and he puts in a lot of hard work into it. And I mean, I've learned a lot from him, and like, you can learn a lot too. Just do what I say, and you'll become a StarCraft god yourself. I mean, I'm not a god per se, but I mean, I'm Masters, and anyone can be proud with Masters. And so, yeah. Thank you guys for your time. Please comment, because I really like to hear what you guys say, and like what you guys think about my videos and shit, and you know, how I can get better, and you know, and I'm always going to get better at StarCraft. But yeah, so please comment, rate, and subscribe, like my video, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time.